Hello YouTube, this is Remi, and we're gonna watch some hammers. This is very, it's a pretty cool game. It's got its roguelike qualities, but it's not exactly a roguelike because they have respawns. It's not a one life thing. So it's roguelike-like, but it's not roguelike, if you follow. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here. I have played a couple times before. The first time I tried it, we'll just jump in here. The first time I tried it, I was a paladin. Didn't quite like the paladin. Also didn't know all the controls. So, we're going to play on medium. But the second time, I was the warlock. Liked the warlock. So, I'm debating between wizard and ranger this time. I think we should go wizard, because I like the spells. The bridge! Why does the bridge have to be out always? See if you can find a way out. We'll wait here. Alright, that's cool, dude. So the controls, I'm moving with WASD. Up is your primary attack, I think. And left is your actual, mage attack. It seems like I can, it's basically your special. Left is your special on the arrows, right? Not... You move with WASD. I'm talking about arrows. But up is a free attack always, whereas the left will use your mana. And... Huh. I guess you have to be standing still to use his. That's kind of interesting. That might cause a problem, but this is a... You can spam this pretty well. So, you go around, basically. There's the downstairs, by the way. That was actually quite fast to find. And I do believe that the levels are randomly generated. Seriously, why can't I hit the, Okay, so this is actually the first person I've played who has a ranged main attack. And it does splash damage, which is cool. Huh. I wonder if it's like... Oh, I got it. You're supposed to hold down the button. Gotcha. Okay. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure... Well, I shouldn't say pretty sure. I'm kind of guessing that it's randomly generated, or at least procedurally generated dungeons. Oh, that didn't hurt me, apparently. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mostly because, and it might not be for this first level, because the first level always seems to be similar to other areas, but... Or similar to what I remember, but it's, my memory, so... It could have slight variations and stuff, but I'm pretty sure the second level is always different. But I've only made it to the second level twice. Of course, I've only played twice, so... Well, no, that's a lie. I've played 3 times. I'm already lying to you. But yeah. So I guess I can go over the HUD, if you guys can't tell. We got the character down at the bottom. And apparently there's like a little flask there or something. I don't know the exact terminology. I am not a chemist. But then you have the health in red and the mana in blue. And, typical colors for things and such. But... Oh, jeez. Come on, get away. The, up top, there's, keys. So you have bronze key, silver key, and gold key. And then you have what I think is your lives, which makes this kind of not really a roguelike at all, because you have lives. Now, I haven't... Well, actually, I have played until I've run out of lives, but... I believe there is a way to get more lives. And the bronze key was just used to take down that bronze wall. And this over here is a save state. But the, that was easy. The lives thing, I kind of wish... Well, you probably can disable it, actually. Make it a true roguelike. And there might be settings in custom stuff. Right now I'm just doing the base game, how it starts out, you know? I haven't really edited anything. And there is, apparently, when I started on Steam, it gives me an option to play game or open, like, level editor or something. And I'm just going back the way I came, so... I'm gonna turn around here. So, yeah. But this is a pretty decent game. First time I played it, like I said, didn't really have... I guess I didn't give it a fair shake. And I just ran out of mana. Because I didn't really like the Paladin. Oh man, there was a bomb there and it did damage to me. That sucks. Of course, it's nice that the little fireball does splash damage, which is awesome. The Paladin has a sword attack, so it's only melee. And then he has a little dash special, where basically anything that he passes through gets severely damaged. The Warlock has a little chain lightning spell, but it goes out in a ball, and then when the ball explodes, it chains the lightning, so it doesn't chain from you. And he has like this little poison dagger or something. Maybe it's a poison wand. But when an enemy is poisoned and dies, the poison, the death of that enemy deals splash damage, which is kind of interesting. Oh man. And the wizard really doesn't have that much health, so I gotta watch that. I guess that's one of the fatal draws of being a wizard, is you're squishy. Vendor coins lower the cost of things when you're at a vendor. And I think there's at least one vendor per level. That seems to be the norm so far. And great, we already got these little freaking jerk faces here. The green, this kind that shoots green stuff poisons, and I just got poisoned, which isn't good. Did I take that other apple? Wasn't there an apple back here or something? No. Maybe it was further back. But these guys just deal damage. They just hawk loogies at you. Bats are easy enough to kill. I like this. It's kind of like I'm shooting fireworks. I kind of wish they would randomize the colors a bit. Alright, so... Actually, yeah, this place does look really familiar to me. So, I'm kind of thinking... At least the first level isn't randomized. And you might have to set up randomized levels. So... Also, not necessarily a roguelike like that, unless, you know, the first level is kind of like a tutorial thing. Alright, get to the food. If you're poisoned, you won't go below 1 health, so I probably should have waited until the poison stopped to eat that, but I'm impatient. Alright, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, I can't believe I... Man! I can't believe I dodged that. Apparently I got a new item in my inventory. I thought I turned off Steam notifications, but oh well. And more bats, which you can just spam click away. With the Warlock, I was actually having fun. The little poison spell is good to poison a bat and let it deal splash damage on everything around it, basically. Man, I need some health. Is there? No, I already ate the health down there. Alright, well... so this is basically the game. You know, it gets much, much more difficult. And if I die real quick with the wizard here, I might just exit out and pick a different class, because it seems like I was doing a whole lot better with the warlock. Oh, and I died to a bat. Okay, yeah. Nope, we're quitting. I died to a bat. That's just horrible. I haven't been the ranger yet, but I think I'm gonna go as the warlock. Yeah. So this is... He's got like a little... I don't know, I'm assuming it's a little dagger with poison on it, but... It could be like a little wand. I don't know. And that is his little chain lightning spell. It goes out in an orb and then chains from the orb, which is kind of cool. Which means it has an actually increased range from most of them. But you see, it has a little bit of directionality. And see this guy, I'll poison him, and then he kind of dies and deals damage to things around him. Nope. So, you can kind of be strategic with that. This early on, it's really not worth it, but... I've also noticed that the Chain Lightning spell breaks crates, which is interesting. And this is definitely the same... Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same level that we were just in. If not, it's really freaking close to it. Oh, I'm out of mana. I think it takes 25 mana to do the thing. But with him, like, I could have taken on that whole crowd of bats really easily with just this knife, even though it's melee. Because I think one stab with the knife or the wand or whatever kills a bat, and it automatically splashes. And eventually you just get this kind of chain reaction where you're just... Everybody around you dies, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Alright. And there's a bomb. So yeah, this seems really familiar. And I realize I just wasted all my mana on that, but cleared the room really well, except for these few bats down here. Which, you know, weaklings. And the first level is supposed to be really easy. I'm kind of surprised I died already with the wizard there, but... Oh, the stairs are in a different location. So these, I guess it's just kind of procedurally generated, so the first level always looks pretty similar to itself. Kind of a thing. I wouldn't be surprised at that. And some parts are probably strict, but I could have sworn that the stairs weren't in that location last time. And bats are coming from around the corner. Oh, come on, missed ya. Alright, so... Chain Lightning, if you get them in groups, is really, really freaking nice. But you have to group up. This guy is just good for clearing groups in general, because he always, each of his attacks are splash, and his upgrades, and he's the only one I've gotten upgrades on, so the upgrades might be the same for all classes, but a lot of his upgrades are kind of like, I mean, there's a Nova one, which basically once he gets a combo, he has this aura around him that pulsates out, and 6 little blasts all around him. And see, I think I killed all those bats with 1 slash, maybe 2. Which is cool. Alright, so let's group these guys up. And zap them all to death. I apparently don't have the key for that. Although, there's a key, so... Now we have the key for that. Oh, I got hit by him. And there's the vendor coin again, which again just reduces the price of vendor by, you know, a certain percentage. And I think everybody slowly regains mana, but you don't slowly regain health, so it's something to watch out for. Oh man, I'm out of mana. And I'm poisoned. And I do believe that the poison does tick slowly. Yeah, it takes general health ticks, like you think poison would. Which is cool. The Warlock also has much more health than the Wizard. I forget how much the Wizard has, but the Warlock has 100. I think the Wizard had like 50 maybe. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Getting that little chain lightning spell to chain correctly is also a little bit difficult, because sometimes it kind of splashes in an angle. It doesn't get everybody around it. It's kind of directional a little bit. But it is actually important to get all the loot that you can. Otherwise it will kind of come back and bite you in the butt when you're at the vendors. Alright, so let's wake all these guys up and kill almost all of them with one chain lightning. And this is multiplayer, and I think the game would be a lot better multiplayer. So if somebody wants to play it sometime, I'd be more than welcome to try that out. It's pretty cheap on Steam. I don't know the price exactly right now, because I might have gotten it on sale. But it probably wasn't more than like $10. It seems about what it was. Okay. Before I open that, let's get rid of some of these guys. And when you shoot, I can't do it now, but the little orb doesn't continually go. It has a range, but if it explodes, or it lands before it explodes, you know, before it hits something, it will, but it's in range to hit something, it will chain into that thing, or things. So it does have a further range than you might think, just by its initial, like, that's how far it goes normally. But see, it, like, blew up here. If a creature were, you know, here, it would chain to that creature. So it has a little bit of extra reach than you might initially think. Which is cool. I like that little nuance of the spell. It's better than just chain lightning from your hands. And, oh man, I got poisoned already. Okay, good. And, okay, so I don't know what this is. There's a thing over there, off on the wall. I don't know how to get to it. And this is like, hey stranger, planks are scattered around the castle. Make sure not to miss any of them. How? Oh, whoops. Okay, so that's how you can chat. I mean, unless there's... let's see, options, controls... Keyboard, yeah, I guess. No, keyboard. Rebind. Strafe is space, okay, that's nice to know. Hold is left shift. Okay. Tab is map. Potion is F. I don't think I have a potion. Okay, so skill 3 is down. Don't have skill 3. Skill 2 is right. Okay. So yeah. Apparently don't have skills yet. I only have the attack and the first skill. Potion is F, which I don't think I have any of. And I'm pretty sure it's multiplayer online, too. I would be surprised if it was just You know, kind of like local multiplayer. I think that's what it's called, right? Local multiplayer. And see how that's kind of directional? I mean, if something's right next to it and it's the only other thing, it will kind of change the direction. But usually, if it has a choice, it'll always keep in the direction that you cast the spell in. And let's see, what was... Hold on. I gotta see options, controls, rebind. What was... Left shift is hold. Oh, hold as in hold still. Gotcha. Interesting. And apparently strafe is, yeah, space. Alright, so that adds a little bit to the dynamic of the game, I suppose. There's a little present, don't know what that was. It didn't do anything, apparently. Awesome. Awesome again. Another one of those. And we should be getting... Nope, that's the way down. I was gonna say we should be getting to the, vendor guy pretty soon. There's another vendor thing down there. Vendor coin. Yeah, the star, I think, is the way to the vendor. Always. So remember that from playing before. And the enemy attacks do, in fact, break boxes, which is cool. It means that you kind of have destructible cover if you really want it. I think this is like a little clue thing. Vendor coins give you price reduction at vendors. It can be seen in the down in the corner, right corner. So here's a little trap thing. It's just a little time. This will give you can read that if you want. But I'm gonna go get the combo. And we're gonna go with combo healing. Combo Nova is the thing I talked about before. But yeah, as you saw down here, I have 3 vendor coins, so that's minus 1.5%. Oops, wrong thing. And I'm gonna get hit. Go well. So, every now and then, like, there's no way to get through these, but they're all over the place, so... You know. For what it's worth. I've already been down here, apparently. And there are stairs over here, and there's a moth flying around my computer screen. Wasn't this where the stairs were? I think so. Yeah. So go away, moth. Okay. So, this is usually... I died here with the paladin, I died here with the warlock before. This is usually where it gets a lot more difficult. As you can see, we already have new enemies with that spiky-headed guy right there. And I got poisoned. Darn it. Oh, I'm out of mana. Out of mana! Okay. So I've also noticed that there's no cleric class. If you're gonna have a multiplayer kind of thing with this, I think you should have a cleric. I mean, it might be hard to make a cleric, and these guys can shoot through the freaking grate. That's just awesome. It might be hard to make the cleric usable single player, but most people I don't think would use it unless they're playing multiplayer. Or they're trying to get better at playing it, using it multiplayer. Alright. Come here, dude. Oh yeah, there's the healing sphere. It happens when, you know, you get a combo, which is cool. I think it's when you kill like 10 enemies within 2 seconds or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but We can try and group these guys up here. And then take them out. Oh, one of them was stuck there on the box. Didn't even notice him. Until I was killing him. Ah, crap, I walked right into that, and I don't have mana. That is one of the problems with, like, the Paladin. Your main attack is pretty good. And I mean, the Warlock's main attack is pretty good, but he relies on his little Chain Lightning spell a lot more than other classes. And this little thing here spawns these guys, so I have to kind of clear this before I can take that out. But I can just, you know, kind of focus it down. Alright, I'm dying. Which isn't good. Ah, I'm out of mana. So close. There we go. Or I can just wait until, you know, I get this kind of thing. Ah, crap. I forgot you can't walk over those. And you can see I'm poisoned right now, but my health isn't going down lower because it's at 1, which is just amazing. Yeah. Darn it. Okay, that's not good. Do not want to get stuck in there without maneuverability. Maneuverability is like the biggest thing in this game. If you can move, you can usually kill pretty much anything. At least so far, and I've only been to level 2, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. And there's a way down. I don't know how to get across the bridge. I'm assuming it has to do with those planks. But like I said, I didn't know how to do the plank thing, so... this combo thing also speeds you up, which is nice. But as you can see, it healed me a little bit. It didn't heal me a whole hell of a lot. Which is fine, I suppose. I also don't know how to get through these things. Like this button is like a secret door. But I don't know about the grates. I don't know how to open them, and I don't know what this is. The hell? Oh, this is a way up, and I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's like some super mana thing. You can get... Oh, that's a 1-up. Cool. But you can get oranges, which are like heal you for more than apples. Yeah, like this thing. I think an apple only heals you 10, so... And here's another vendor, it looks like. Mana pool and health pool. Can I not? Okay, I can't break that thing. So I need 492 coins. I might be able to get all that over here. I wish there was like, part of the HUD showed how much gold you have, so you don't have to walk up to these guys. Okay, yeah, so... Increases your maximum health from 100 to 115. Awesome. And I probably would have taken that over the mana anyway. Even if I had enough of the mana. Okay, so this just looks like a little room of loot. And... Ooh, a way out? Okay, never mind. Secret passages. Oh, great, it goes up here. So that little... This beetle deals more damage and has a hell of a lot more health than its other brethren. But luckily, poison is a decent amount, or deals a decent amount of damage to take him out. Boom! Suck it. Some of the chain... I think it's just really satisfying to get a good chain lightning spell off. Much more satisfying than the wizard was with his fire stuff, so I think that's why I like him. Alright, let's try and attract a whole bunch here. And completely fuck that up. I'm ballsing it up, guys. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So there's a little bar now, and that happened when I got the combo perk. So it it's been there for a while, above my health. And that displays when my combo activates, so I have to kill a certain amount of enemies for it to activate within a certain amount of time before it resets. So, you know. And I think the reset time is different for each class. Like, I think the Paladin has a pretty long reset time because his attacks are melee-based. Whereas I have a chain freaking lightning spell, which is just awesome. I mean, look at that. I just took out that whole group. That easily. Okay. Although I do wish I had, like, a charge run thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how to get over there. Apparently tab was map. And, okay. So there's enemies this way. Yeah. Ah, crap. The beetles actually hurt quite a bit when you get hit by them, so... The bats, not so much. They're almost, like, negligible when you get hit by them. And the only reason I went into that because I knew there was an apple there, and I was healing comboed up like a boss. Oh, double hit there. I'm trying to deal as much damage to this thing as I can. Let's circle around and try and focus it down. I got poisoned still. Oh. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. So it's nice to have poison against these things. You know, poison with poison. Fighting poison with poison. And I'm sure that there's much, much more difficult creatures in the game than what I've seen so far. I'm not exactly sure how many levels are in this game, but I'm sure it's more than I'm used to. Okay, gotta not be here. Badness is happening. Okay. Oh, I got hit. And that didn't really do much. Oh, crap. Okay, oh, okay. Need some health. That's what I need. That little button there, yeah, this is... I'm beginning to think that the starting map is the same, because I've been to this exact puzzle before. Those little spikes there on the floor are deactivated by this button over here. And it's the same layout as before, so that's how I'm kind of guessing. So, again, probably not exactly a roguelike, but it's roguelike-like, so... roguelike-esque, maybe. Come on. Thank you. Alright, so there's health over there. Problem is getting to it, and I died.